Panther Nation, hold on to your seats because what happened this weekend in Carolina will have you shocked, worried, and fired up all at once. Preseason might be just practice, but Saturday's game exposed some cracks, tested our young stars, and left our hearts pounding. Let's break it all down. All right, Panthers fans, here's the truth. Saturday's game against Houston was rough. The final score, 20-3, doesn't just sting. It raises questions about how ready our team really is. Watching the first few drives, I could already see that offensively and defensively, we were off. The team looked stagnant, struggling to make plays, and honestly, it was frustrating to watch. One player who really got exposed was Shamar Bartholomew. Look, he's talented and works hard, but Saturday, he had a rough day in coverage. Houston targeted him repeatedly, and that touchdown to Nico Collins, that was a route he should have taken away. It was frustrating to see a young corner misstep in such a simple assignment. But I'll stress, this doesn't define him or the team. Every player can have a bad day, and every team can stumble in preseason. On the positive side, we did see some sparks. Bryce Perkins, our new signing, stepped in to fill the gap with Andy Dalton injured. Bryson Tooman shined with 3 catches totaling 46 yards, showing flashes of potential we can build on. And in the kicking game, Fitzgerald hit a 52-yard field goal. But don't get it twisted. Wright still holds the edge in the kicking competition when you look at the full picture of training camp. Coach Cannles was real after the game. It was a day of almost. Almost good. Almost making plays. Almost executing. He called out the missed opportunities, third downs, a few missed blocks, and interceptions, but he also reminded us that the talent is there. The team has the pieces. They just need to play together and put it all on the field. Now, I know the panic button has been hit by some fans already. I've seen people claiming Bryce Young is washed, the season is over, or calling for drastic changes. Calm down. This is preseason. These games don't count in the standings. Remember 2008? The Detroit Lions went 4-0 in preseason and then 0-16 in the regular season. Preseason is about finding rhythm, testing depth, and ironing out mistakes. Take a breath. Watch the growth, not just the stumbles. But here's the biggest shocker of the weekend. Nick Scott suffered a collapsed lung during practice. First and foremost, thank God he's in stable condition. That could have been way worse. Collapsed lungs are serious, but he's young, he's strong, and we're praying for a full recovery. Coach Cannles explained it was a physical play. Nick showed signs of extreme fatigue, and the team acted quickly to protect him. Panthers Nation, this is our reminder. Health comes first, talent comes second. So yeah, the game wasn't pretty, and yes, there were scary moments. But there's still so much promise, so much potential, and so many young players ready to prove themselves. Preseason is just the start. This is our team, and we're watching, we're invested, and we're not going anywhere. Panther fans, I need you to weigh in. What was your biggest takeaway from Saturday? Are you panicking or staying patient and trusting the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, and let's get this conversation going. First, let's talk about Nick Scott. The man suffered a collapsed lung during practice, a serious, frightening injury just weeks before he was about to step onto the field for a real NFL game. It's a scary moment for any athlete, and especially for a young player showing promise and grit. Nick had so much potential. He looked like he could be a cornerstone for this team, someone who could make a real impact in the coming years. To see him sidelined like this, unsure of what's happening to his own body, is heartbreaking. Imagine being on the cusp of your dream, your first official NFL game just 2 weeks away, and suddenly your world flips upside down. Fear, confusion, and worry hit hard. But let me be clear, this isn't just about football. This is about a human being. Football may be the spotlight, but Nick is someone's son, someone's brother, someone's friend. His health comes first, and we all need to remember that above the game, above the stats, above the hype. The team acted quickly. They realized he wasn't responding well during practice, sent him to the hotel, and immediately got him medical attention. That quick response likely made all the difference. Panther Nation, we've got to keep him in our thoughts, wish him a full recovery, and let him take the time he needs. Nothing in sports is worth risking a life. Now, shifting gears, but still in the same whirlwind of news, trade rumors are back, and they involve none other than Trey Hendrickson. Carolina, along with Cleveland and Indianapolis, is reportedly in the mix. But here's the catch. Cincinnati isn't making this easy. They want impact players and draft picks in return, and the chatter in Panther fan groups has been wild. Names like DJ Wonham and Adam Thielen keep popping up, alongside draft picks ranging from the 3rd to 6th rounds. Here's my take. DJ Wonham, fine. Adam Thielen, no way. Thielen is Bryce Young's security blanket, a veteran who makes plays and stabilizes the offense. Trading him now? That's reckless. If a move happens, it should be at the trade deadline, not before the season even starts. Financially, Hendrickson is going to be expensive, and Carolina can't ignore that. Player-wise, it's tempting. Schematically, it's perfect. But the price tag might break the bank. Micah Parsons is also out there, another financial headache. It all comes down to which deal costs Carolina the least while delivering the biggest impact. That's the strategy, the chess match we're all watching unfold. Lastly, amidst all the chaos, here's a bright moment. The Panthers' freeze frame of the day. Rico D taking a handoff. The shot captures Carolina's determination, the effort to establish the run. It's simple but beautiful, a reminder that even in tough moments, there's still artistry, power, and hope on the field. Panther Nation, it's your turn now. What do you think about all this? Will Nick bounce back stronger? Should Carolina make a trade for Hendrickson? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let your voice be heard, because this team is ours and every opinion matters. All right, let's talk fan comments because y'all are sending some heat lately. Shantik hit me with a question about nicknames. Baguette is good, but what about Princely? Bro, that is a solid one. I see you. I respect that. Honestly, both names have energy. Xavier Baguette is classic, fun, and it just works. Princely? I like it too. It's creative, it's catchy, it pops. And then we got another comment from Ayla Foster 44, 15 saying, not trying to hear that explanation. XL works. Not policing, but you be rude and privileged. All right, let's unpack that one because Panther Nation, we gotta get this straight. Here's the deal. Xavier himself has pronounced his last name multiple ways, Leg and Lee. I've heard both from him directly. I've also heard different commentators say it differently. So when I call him Xavier Baguette, or XL, or even Bigot, because he's getting that bread, what's wrong with that? That's creativity. That's respect for the player's versatility. And that's just how nicknames evolve in football. Now, let's tackle the rude and privileged claim. Bro, where is the rudeness? Where is the privilege? Is it because I called out your comment respectfully and explained my reasoning? Freedom of speech doesn't mean you get zero pushback. If someone offers a logical, well thought out response, that's just conversation. That's discussion. Look, Panther Nation, English, accents, dialects, all of that is different. People say names differently depending on where they're from. My name gets shortened, mashed, and pronounced in a few ways too. Does that make someone rude if they say it differently? No, the same goes for Xavier. You can say leg, Lee, or call him Baguette. It's all love, all respect, all Panther energy. So, to anyone upset about the nickname debates, chill. Let's focus on celebrating the talent, the game, and the culture we're building around this team. Nicknames are part of the fun, part of the story, and part of our community. It's Panther Nation, baby. Speak your mind, but respect the logic, respect the passion, and respect the love we all share for this team. Panther Nation, drop in the comments which nickname hits the hardest for Xavier. Baguette, Princely, XL, or Bigot? I want to hear what y'all think. Let's settle this debate once and for all. All right, Panther Nation, real talk for a second. When you put something out there, it's fair game to respond. And yeah, I know when I first started dropping these videos, a lot of y'all didn't vibe with me. Some unsubscribed, some weren't feeling my style. That's okay. It happens. But here's where I stand. Xavier Leggett, Xavier Leggett, Xavier Baguette, XL, call him whatever you want. I'm going to say all of them. I'm not sorry. Why? Because at the end of the day, I'm a human with free will, just like you are. That doesn't make me rude. That doesn't make me privileged. That makes me a fan sharing opinions, breaking down the team, and keeping it real. And if anyone wants a real face to face conversation about it, I'm open. DM me, message me, whatever works. I'm happy to talk through it and clear up any miscommunication. That's what this Panther Nation family is about: discussion, debate, and passion for the team. Now, putting that aside, let's pivot to the big stuff. Panthers fans, we need your voice. What did you think about Saturday's game? How do you feel about the Trey Hendrickson trade rumors? And most importantly, how should Carolina move forward now that Nick Scorton is sidelined for a while? I've even heard whispers that Javi and Clowney could be coming back. What would that mean for the defensive line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear them all. Remember, at the end of the day, I'm just a guy, a skinny dude with two tots, here to share the love, break down the news, and keep Panther Nation fired up. Stay passionate, stay loyal, and as always, keep pounding Panther Nation. I'll see you next time.